Yo, what else up? Welcome back to Reviews with Jake, where I just got done watching Hubie Halloween on Netflix. Hubie Halloween takes place in Salem and has Adam Sandler playing essentially the town fool who takes Halloween safety a little too seriously. Everyone thinks he's a joke until one fateful Halloween in which treachery is actually afoot. I don't think there's an actor working today that more deserves a results may vary sticker slapped on his forehead like Adam Sandler does. Am I getting vintage 90s Adam Sandler or Jack and Jill or maybe Click and I'll bawl my eyes out? Seriously, I saw that movie in high school with my best friend and two girls. Went on a double date with them. We're like, yeah, let's go hit up the new Adam Sandler movie. You know, keep things light, have a few laughs, what could go wrong? Yeah, things started off that way, but then by the third act, I'm getting overwhelmed by the feels. I look over at my buddy and he's like, do it, don't do it. Don't do it, not today. Sandler betrayed us. It was from that moment on that I learned to just be ready for anything while watching his movies. It is seriously the most vicious game of Russian roulette. So what does he have in store for us this Halloween season? Well, the pros were it brought the laughs, as you could expect from an Adam Sandler movie. I mean, like I said, results vary. Some of his movies are riots, other ones a little less so. But either way, anywhere in between, you're almost always gonna get at least a few laughs, even at his worst. And this was definitely not his worst. There were some decent chuckles here of different varieties. Some of the humor is clever, some of it is slapstick and simple by nature, some of it is contemporary humor, and a lot of it is built around some amazing callbacks and cameos. I don't want to spoil any surprises, but we got actor cameos, character cameos, lines and references, little Easter egg nudges that certain people are going to appreciate a lot more than others. We'll just leave it at that. This movie also brings the Halloween vibe something fierce, which is great because I love Halloween. I mean, this year I am soaking it all in. I am in that mindset. I'm loving fall. I'm loving Halloween. I am ready to go. But admittedly, there are some years where I'm a little late to the party, late to get that mindset. If this year was one of those years, this movie alone would have blasted me into that mindset for sure. Admittedly, I don't really know the relationship between Salem and the Halloween holiday. In this movie, it's portrayed that they do it very big. It has a spotlight on it. It's noteworthy, and it wouldn't shock me if that was the case in reality, given its history and all. But regardless if it's factually accurate or not, it doesn't really matter. This movie brings out the Halloween spirit in you, and I enjoyed that aspect of it. However, that being said, I was much more, in general, dissatisfied with this movie than I was satisfied. For starters, while yes, I did appreciate and enjoy some of the humor, most of it I did not. As is the case with a lot of Adam Sandler movies, especially as of late, they just kind of chuck shit at the wall until some of it sticks. Just jokes on jokes on jokes. And yes, some of it lands, but most of it doesn't because it just kind of seems like they're hucking it out there blindly. If we were to slap a numerical value on it, I would say like 70% miss, 30% land if you were to ask me, and that's not great numbers. Some of the jokes are insanely repetitive, like you laughed at them the first time they were tossed out there, you're like, yeah, that's pretty clever. But then they just keep circling back and just beating the hell out of the dead horse to the point that you're just mad at yourself that you gave them the satisfaction of a smile to begin with. And some of the jokes just feel outdated, like 10 to 20 years ago, maybe they would have worked pretty well, but today it's a different world, a different society. That stuff just doesn't land like it used to. The movie is also very stupid. Like, most Adam Sandler movies are that. They're ridiculous, they're outrageous, over the top, unbelievable, but normally, the humor of the movie makes you kind of forget or at least hide the fact that you're watching something stupid. You're able to just kind of go with it and just shut your brain off and just roll with the punches. But when the humor's not there, you kind of are forced to actually look at what you're watching and examine it, and it just doesn't work like it would if the humor was landing and making you focus on other things. Like, you're too busy enjoying yourself to really focus on what you're actually watching and really understand what it is and how stupid it is. It's like two people who have nothing in common who get drunk and hook up with each other. Then the next day, they're sober and they actually have to face each other's personalities, how they really are, and realize that they're unbearable. You're forced to actually see them and how they really are because you no longer have drunk goggles on. The humor and the laughs are the drunk goggles. If we have them on, if we're enjoying ourselves, we're not gonna ask questions. But if we don't, well, prepare to be micro-examined. There's some really bad writing, unnatural dialogue, a lot of continuity errors in the edit. I mean, there's just a lot of red flags here that normally we get protected from when we're laughing, but when we're not, they're just kind of there out in the open. All in all, this movie is maybe worth watching. If you're about my age, you grew up watching the exact same movies I did, and it's Halloween, and even that is a stretch. Otherwise, regretfully, this is another Adam Sandler movie that you could probably skip. I'm going to give Hubie Halloween on Netflix a C-. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments below. And make sure you subscribe to this channel to stay up to date with new reviews coming real soon. Stay safe and thanks for checking in.